If you've been in the cryptocurrency market for a while or know a lot about what's going on in the market, you know that it's a long way off from what it was a year or two ago. In this video, we'll talk about how it looks like things might finally start to get better. Disclaimer: the cryptocurrency market is still a long way from where it was a year or two ago, as I just said. Most coins, including Shib, will hit all-time highs in 2021, but the cryptocurrency market took such a hit in 2022 that it hasn't been able to get back on its feet much since then. Part of the reason for this is that many people no longer believe in the Bitcoin market. There are still millions of people who keep their tokens like sheep, but most of them keep them for a long time. People did not come to the market in droves. Also, many of the people who stayed in the market lost some of what they invested because the value of the tokens they held continued to drop without going up much. Still, this is an interesting thing. Bulgaria holds more than 200,000 bitcoins, which are worth about $6.3 billion. This was only discovered recently. In May 2017, the state attempted to stop a criminal group by using online arrest to take several bitcoins from them. It seems they've held it all this time, and now their shares are worth billions of dollars. So that you can get an idea of how big Bulgaria is, you should know that they have one of all bitcoins. When the bitcoins were taken, they were only worth about $500 million. But it appears that its value has declined since then. It also means that Bulgaria has more bitcoins than the United States, which still holds a lot at 194,000 bitcoins. As you may already know, Bulgaria is not the only country that is interested in Bitcoin in some way. I already talked about the United States, which has a lot of bitcoins, hundreds of thousands. But you may also remember that El Salvador went a step further and made Bitcoin a legal form of cash. It was done to help make sure everyone had access to money and to help businesses in the country grow. Also, the country recently passed a law that stipulates how digital currencies can be made and sold. According to the law, the aim of this law is to create a legal system that facilitates the sharing of ownership of digital assets used in public offerings. From what has been said, it is evident that El Salvador is a country that supports cryptocurrency. Many countries have rules about cryptocurrencies that explain more about how to make one with real money. But El Salvador did not stop there. The El Salvadoran president, who is also the head of NAB Busel, said that in November 2022, the government will buy 1 Bitcoin per day. El Salvador has been buying 1 Bitcoin every day since then and wants to keep doing so. Soon you will be competing with countries like Bulgaria and the United States to see who can get the most Bitcoins. But more importantly, if their plan to hold more money turns out to be beneficial for the country, other countries may start to do the same. So what should I do now? Well, a lot of the same things would happen if BlackRock joined the cryptocurrency market and other countries bought coins. This would also make people trust the market more. But before we get to that, let's talk about this station. It feeds 100,000 sheep every day. If you want to join in, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this movie, and leave a comment. The term is Shiba Vic. Good luck. Think about it. People do not invest in cryptocurrencies because they do not have power over them, which some believe is not safe. But the fact that cryptocurrency is being used in more places, even though it's still uncensored, might make these people think it's a safe option for now. Some people may wonder how that relates to it. After all, none of these countries talked about keeping the icons. Well, I think you'll be happy to hear that a lot of new sponsors are interested in her. Recent data shows that the number of new buyers of Shiba Inus has increased from about 30 to about 65. This indicates that many people who want to get into cryptocurrency are thinking of sheep. If more people start to think of the Shiba as an investment, the value and popularity of the sheep could go up as well. Correct. This is how things work. The more people come, the higher the interest. Value and price always go up when there is more demand than supply. If this can be done cheaply, countries that want to get into the cryptocurrency game may start considering shipping. If the government wanted to get involved in Bitcoin, it would probably look for a few things. One of them is project safety, and testimony shows that the Shiba Inu is good at this. Most likely, countries will also be looking for cryptocurrencies that can be used in many different ways. Shiba Inu do this with all of their projects, so it looks like it would be a good choice for any party. If you really like this, please leave a comment and tell your friends about it. It really helps with the YouTube system, so I can keep making better videos. At the same time, the US government showed in court documents filed earlier this year that it sold nearly 10,000 bitcoins for about $215 million. He wanted to make more sales. Ross Albert, who started the Silk Road as a way to stop it, eventually got 41,000 bitcoins from it. It was thought that all of these tokens would be sold at once. The plan was to sell them at different times of the year. As SHIB buyers, it looks like there will be another sale soon since the first batch sold out in March. If a lot of bitcoins are returned to the market, it is difficult to say what will happen. Things that affect the price of Bitcoin are known to affect the price of SHIB as well. If the US still wants to sell some of those Bitcoins, hopefully the market won't be hit too hard. I must say, however, that I think it would be best if the United States government kept all these coins. The only thing this could mean is that bad influences may not hurt the market. And secondly, it could mean that the government still owns some Bitcoins, which could help people trust the currency. One last thing to do before we go. Deep learning algorithms were used by Gulf Capital's data analysis tool to find out the cost of SHIB. The date, July 27, 2028. Before you start making your dreams come true 5 years from now, you should know that the platform did not say that a SHIB will be worth 0.1 or 1 SHIB in the future. If you are upset, you may want to keep in mind that this is just a guess. Anyway, let's get back to the stage. The platform said that the price of SHIB will increase by more than 2,500 by 2028. In fact, the platform said that SHIB will only be worth 3 zeros by 2026, which I think is a good estimate. The site said Shiba Inu the owners may want something different than 0.1 dream. But keep in mind that this is just a guess. This is not the case. There's no way to know for sure what will happen in the next few years, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency. Try not to let this worry you too much. In the meantime, you can tell us in the space below what you think of the predictions. The end of this movie has come. Please give the video a like and mention something in the comments if you liked it. This is a great help in understanding how YouTube works. Please tell as many people as possible about this movie as well. Let's talk about this with everyone. You.